Microsoft wants to acquire Activision and make them part of the Xbox family. The only one blocking that is the CMA. Until today, the CMA just put out a press release that says new Microsoft Activision deal addresses previous CMA concerns in cloud gaming. That was the only thing stopping them. There is still a phase 1 investigation, but in my opinion, this is a done deal. Let's read what they have to say. Buckle up, everybody, because we're going to be going through these documents right now. New Microsoft Activision deal addresses previous CMA concerns in cloud gaming. The sale of Activision's cloud gaming rights to Ubisoft substantially addresses previous concerns and opens the door to the deal being cleared, the CMA said today. Apologies for the scale there. While the CMA has identified limited residual concerns with the new deal, Microsoft has put forward remedies which the CMA has provisionally concluded should address these issues. The CMA is now consulting on the remedies before making a final decision. The new deal. Earlier this year, the CMA blocked Microsoft from acquiring the whole of Activision due to concerns that the deal would harm competition in cloud gaming in the UK. After that deal was blocked, Microsoft submitted a restructured transaction in August for the CMA to review. Under that new deal, the Ubisoft one, by the way, Microsoft will not purchase the cloud gaming rights held by Activision, which will instead be sold to an independent third party, Ubisoft Entertainment, before the deal is completed. The prior sale of the cloud gaming rights will establish Ubisoft as a key supplier of content to cloud gaming services, replicating the role that Activision would have played in the market as an independent player. In contrast to the original deal, Microsoft will no longer control cloud gaming rights for Activision's content, so would not be in a position to limit access to Activision's key content to its own cloud gaming service or to withhold those games from rivals. Unlike the remedies the CMA previously rejected, Ubisoft will be free to offer Activision games both directly to consumers and to all cloud gaming service providers, however it chooses, including for buy-to-play, or multi-game subscription services, or any new model for providing content that might emerge as the market develops. The deal with Ubisoft also requires Microsoft to port Activision games to operating systems other than Windows and support game emulators when requested, addressing the other main shortcoming with the previous remedies package. Long story short, like I said in the previous videos about the CMA, this was a whole lot of pandering. As soon as this deal was proposed, the CMA has to take it through all the steps again, albeit through a very shortened version of those steps. And they are now releasing a public statement saying, yeah, we're probably going to approve this. But we're still going to be really strict about it. We're still going to take public feedback and everything. They have the email at the end. Let's continue on with me asking you to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell before we continue on. If you already subscribed, hit that like button. I'm trying to find fun new ways to do it in the middle because we had 100K, so now it's just sort of a goofy thing I want to keep up. But anyway, today's decision, the CMA considers that the restructured deal makes important changes that substantially addresses the concerns it set out in relation to the original transaction earlier this year. In particular, the sale of Activision's cloud streaming rights to Ubisoft will prevent this important content, including games such as Call of Duty, Overwatch, and World of Warcraft, from coming under the control of Microsoft in relation to cloud gaming. The CMA originally found that Microsoft already has a strong position in cloud gaming services and could have used its control over Activision content to stifle competition and reinforce this position. The new deal instead results in the cloud streaming rights for Activision games being transferred to an independent player, Ubisoft maintaining open competition as the market for cloud gaming develops over the coming years. Well, the restructured deal is materially different to the previous transaction and substantially addresses most concerns. The CMA has limited residual concerns that certain provisions in the sale of Activision cloud streaming rights to Ubisoft could be circumvented, terminated, or not enforced. To address those concerns, Microsoft has offered remedies to ensure that the terms of the sale of Activision's rights to Ubisoft are enforceable by the CMA. The CMA has provisionally concluded that this additional protection should resolve those residual concerns. The CMA has now opened a consultation until 6th of October on Microsoft's proposed remedies. A few people have commented, and we'll get into that in just a second, but long story short, let's be honest. Deal's done. My son keeps moving the plant. So every time the fake plant is moved, you let me know where you find it in the set in the comments below, okay? Because I just realized he put it up there this time. Colin Rafferty, Senior Director of Mergers and Phase 1 Decision Maker, said, "This is a new and substantially different deal, which keeps the cloud distribution of these important games in the hands of a strong independent supplier, Ubisoft, rather than under the control of Microsoft. With additional protections to make sure that the deal is properly implemented, this will maintain the structure of the market, enabling open competition to continue to shape the development of cloud gaming in the years to come, and giving UK gamers the opportunity to access Activision games in many different ways, including through cloud-based multi-game subscription services." All right, Sarah Cardell. Sarah Cardell is the one who has been like the biggest stickler about the whole thing. She's the one appearing on camera and everything. So let's read what she has to say. By the way, this all just happened, so I'm just reading it with you, basically. Sarah Cardell, CEO of the CMA, said, "The CMA's position has been consistent throughout. This merger could only go ahead if competition, innovation, and choice in cloud gaming was preserved." It always was, Sarah, but okay. "In response to our original prohibition, Microsoft has now substantially restructured the deal, taking the necessary steps to address our original concerns. It would have been far better, though, if Microsoft had put forward this restructure during our original investigation. You didn't give them the chance to. You had a bunch of meetings that you didn't bring this up, and then Microsoft's like, what? This case illustrates the costs, uncertainty, and delay that parties can incur if a credible and effective remedy option exists, but is not put on the table at the right time. Nobody else had an issue with the cloud." This reads as somebody salty that they have to go through the whole phase thing again. The problem is, everything that we've covered on this channel is there was no indication that this would be an issue. They got their math wrong in the first phase 1 part, and then they got their math wrong the second time, I believe. So like, yeah, okay, Sarah Cardell. Yeah, it's all on Microsoft. All right. More information on the restructured transaction, the new phase 1 investigation, and how to submit comments available on the Microsoft Activision xCloud streaming rights merger inquiry. And I believe I already have that open. And then note to editors. Microsoft is proposing to purchase Activision, excluding cloud gaming rights for existing and future Activision PC and console games released over the next 15 years, following the excluding. Yeah, okay. Anyway, because the EU is fine with it. Following the prohibition of the original deal, Microsoft also requires permission from the CMA to buy any part of Activision, so the CMA has also launched a separate consultation to inform its decision on whether to grant Microsoft permission to buy Activision. Both consultations will remain open until Friday, October 6th. That's close to the deadline. The full timeline of the CMA's investigation is the original transaction is available here, and then all media acquires fundamental. So like, what's the timeline? When is it done again? Phase 1, phase 2, April 2023, August, September, final order, August. When's the new final order? I'm trying to find the date. Oh, are we going back in time? Yeah, okay. So this was one of the documents that they had sent over. So first they linked to this with the timetable and what they're doing. So here's the latest update is September 22nd. And everything, I think we just read through that. There were a few notes in this larger document. The CMA has now given notice to parties pursuant to Section 73A of the Act that it considers that there are reasonable grounds for believing that the undertakings offered or a modified version of them might be accepted by the CMA of the Act blah, under section blah, blah, blah of the act, and that it is considering the parties offer the UIL provisional acceptance decision. Microsoft submitted more broadly that the divestment of the Activision streaming rights eliminates the competitive concerns the final order was designed to address. The CMA refers to Phase 1 decision, where the CMA found a realistic prospect of an SLC, substantial lessening of competition, as we've learned, in cloud gaming services in the UK as a result of the merger, and the UIL provisional acceptance decision, where the CMA gave notice that it considers there are reasonable grounds for believing that the UILs offered or a modified version of them might be accepted by the CMA. Before reaching a decision, the CMA invites representatives from any persons or persons who wish to comment on the request for consent to the merger under paragraph 12 of the final order, and whether there are any reasons why the consent should not be given in the event the CMA decides to approve the merger with UILs. Should I email them? Bro, stop dragging this out. For the love of God, let it end. All right, here, I'm going to email them really quick. I think the deal should go through. It feels like the Microsoft deal has gone on long enough. Appreciate the effort on the CMA's part, but we all want this to be over. Thanks, Destin. What do you think? Should I send it? Should I send it? Let me see here. Oh man, can I open this and like not show you all of my email? Yeah, here we go. Let me open this really quick. All right. I think the deal should go through. It feels like the Microsoft deal has gone on long enough. Appreciate the effort on the CMA's part, but we all want this to be over. Thanks, Destin. I'm not going to, I'm so tempted to send it as a joke, but I don't know if they have a sense of humor over there at the CMA. So no, I won't. I'm just joking around for the video. Thanks for watching, everybody. It looks like this thing's almost over. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me through the process. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, hit the like button if you have enjoyed this content. I also moved the mic slightly off center because I watched the video about this particular microphone, and apparently the reason all the pops are happening is because the air path was going directly into the mic as opposed to off of it. I hate air filters. You don't need them for a microphone if you use it properly. So let me know what you think about the slightly off center microphone versus the center microphone and this whole thing. I'm tired. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much to the members for supporting the channel. I think I got to update the member list, but thank you all for supporting me. If you have at one time or another, hit that join button if you want to support. Check out the big console leak. That is definitely the big video right here. I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now, everybody.